Ladies and gentlemen, I am back after a 2-week hiatus. Kinda burnt out, but here's Liv Morgan retaining her championship last Raw against Liv Morgan, continuing to be the North American champion.
Alexa Bliss was always old news. But on the other hand, there is more relevant news. My girl, Roxanne, just became the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. I don't want to steal all your thunder, but I wanted to congratulate my girl. I also want to remind you that I'm the greatest North American champion of all time. Liv, shut up. No one here wants to hear you or your annoying laugh. I think everyone here would agree with me on that. I think it's time someone shuts you up because everyone in the back is tired of your mouth. And I'm tired of waiting on someone to do something about you. So it looks like if I want something done, I guess I gotta do it myself. No one interrupts me.
Oh wait, hold on, holy shit! Liv Morgan just struck Nikki Bella. I guess no one interrupts Liv Morgan. No one interrupts Liv Morgan at all. But Nikki Bella, she feels that it is time to quiet the storm here, quiet Liv Morgan and all the shit talking that she has been doing for the past few months. And that is telling enough. Liv Morgan missing that drop kick by a country mile. And right now, Nikki Bella has the opportunity to put her money where her mouth is and actually shut Liv Morgan up. Because Liv, she's been doing I'm not even gonna hold you. She's been doing a really good job holding her belt, holding her own against all these other women who definitely should have beat her. People like Jordynne Grace. But Jordan, she got jumped by the hit squad that Liv Morgan runs with. And I feel like Nikki Bella's about to learn the same lesson here that those other two women did, that Jordynne Grace and Alexa Bliss had. And I think the tone has been set here by Liv Morgan. What a beating from these two women that they have taken. But I don't think Liv Morgan's shutting up anytime soon. And neither is Drew McIntyre, the paper champion of Raw. Nobody has been able to take the belt off of him, but everybody's been able to beat his ass and beat him. But somehow he continues to maintain that international championship belt that he clearly does not deserve. And yet here he is. Retains it against Aleister Black last episode of Raw, where he got the Entente to help him out against Aleister Black. And who would have guessed there that the coward Drew McIntyre would enlist some more help from his buddies backstage to get the job done, because clearly he couldn't do it on his own. What a sack of crap this champion is. And the opponent here appearing to be Shinsuke Nakamura, the samurai of Raw, looking to have a match with Drew McIntyre. If he wins this, he obviously deserves himself a shot at that international championship belts. Because everyone else could do it, I know Shinsuke can. You know, the belt's not on the line, so that means it is a sure thing that Drew McIntyre is going to lose this match. Without further ado, our first official match of the night, and Drew McIntyre looking like he was going for a Claymore right out the offset. But Shinsuke Nakamura getting out of the way of that. Shinsuke, he's been muddling around. He's been trying to find his place on Raw. He's gone against many other people. I believe he's gone against Solo. He has gone against Seth frickin' Rollins. Trying to challenge, trying to get Seth a victory on Seth so he can have a championship match with him. But now he's moving around the card. Not moving up or down, let me tell you, because this is still Drew McIntyre that we're talking about. He might be a paper champion, but he's absolutely no bitch. He might enlist help from his friends. He might be an entitled bitch. But he's still Drew fucking McIntyre. A man that you absolutely should not ever doubt to win a match. I may have doubted him before in the beginning, saying that, you know, it is a strong possibility that he loses this match. But Shinsuke Nakamura is going up against a 6'5" psychopath that's 260 pounds of pure fucking muscle. And it doesn't matter who you are, those hurt everybody. Those hits that he's taken, well, Shinsuke, he could dish him out too. He could dish him, he could take him. But can he beat Drew McIntyre? Because right now it is not looking like that's the case. Because Drew McIntyre is ripping Shinsuke just ripping him apart. He is fucking his shit up right now. And eventually they're going to want to get back into the ring. Shinsuke has a brain on his shoulders, inside of his skull. And he wanted to get back into this match, make sure that it's not a count out. Because that is an absolutely embarrassing way to lose a match, is to be counted out. And Braun Breaker on SmackDown fell victim to that. But then he showed what he can do in a match where there is no countouts. And he absolutely demolished LA Knight to become the world champion over on SmackDown. Over here on Raw, Seth frickin' Rollins, hold on, is this going to win the match with the headbutt? And Shinsuke kicks out. I was kind of concerned there. Drew McIntyre, it looked like he knew something I didn't know. But Seth Rollins versus the Demon Finn Balor in the 3 stages of hell at the Royal Rumble. And guess who won that? Seth Rollins, 2 out of 3 victories in a hellacious match with the Demon. Royal Rumble, I don't know how I'm going to top it. That was a hell of a show. Matt Cardona winning the Royal Rumble. And on the women's side, just as Liv Morgan has stated, Roxanne Perez also won the Royal Rumble. You're going to have to forgive me because I'm trying to get this ring rust off of me and try and be snappy with my commentating because it's been like 2 weeks. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things because I kind of missed it. And Shinsuke did not miss that clothesline. Not looking to go after Drew McIntyre here until now. Maybe that was a good idea. He didn't want to get possum played by Drew McIntyre to get up and get hit with a chair or something while the referee had his back turned fixing that turnbuckle. But crawling into the corner. Still not a man out of this match. Drew McIntyre still fighting. Shinsuke the same way here. It is not likely that Shinsuke is going to give up very easy. And into the pin, and I was going to say, those head drops to the ropes and the turnbuckles, those are absolutely finishers here in this game. Those things end matches more than the finishers do. I'm kind of surprised that didn't end the match. Again, Drew McIntyre not sure what he wanted to do on that middle rope. God damn! Tossing Shinsuke in the air like nothing. He could have went over those ropes. That could have been catastrophic for Shinsuke. And catastrophe could happen to Drew McIntyre right here. With that slam by Shinsuke, that could be it, but it's not. The momentum here could be swung into Shinsuke's favor, and it looks like it is, because there could be a Kinshasa on the way. Drew McIntyre trips him with a drop toe hold, and he wants to set up for a Claymore at very close range. And oh my God, drawing blood, Shinsuke's knocked out. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out. Shinsuke fucking kicked out of the Claymore. We are not worthy. Drew McIntyre unable to put down the Samurai. The King of Hardstyle does not give up. The King of Hardstyle continues to fight and miss rolling kicks. As I told you, Shinsuke is not going to give up easily. And it is clear to show that no matter what Drew McIntyre dishes out at him, he's going to try and outlive it to become international champion, or at least get a shot at that belt. As they are back on the outside once again. Shinsuke getting Drew back into the ring. Up to the top rope. Looking for a high-risk maneuver to put the champion away. And a crossbody. Drew McIntyre taken down. Oh, and a running neck breaker from Drew McIntyre. And I thought he was going to go for a Claymore. Up to the top rope. The big man's about to soar. And that's a lot of weight crashing down onto Shinsuke's head. I honestly thought that match was absolutely over right here when Drew McIntyre landed that Claymore. But it looks like he's about to set up for another one, going to that same corner. 3, 2, 1. And another Claymore, laying out Shinsuke. I can't see him kicking out of this one. They're asking for one more time. And Drew McIntyre, that sleazy son of a bitch, wins the match against Shinsuke Nakamura. And hold on, that's Ilya Dragunov facing off with the champion, eye to eye, or at least eye to chin. Something to come in the future. And Matt Cardona, the Royal Rumble winner, looking to speak his mind tonight after winning an incredible Royal Rumble match last episode. I'm one step closer to achieving my dream. Matt Cardona will be the world champion at WrestleMania. From the day I was released, I knew I would be back. I became the Deathmatch King. I was the top indie wrestler for 3 years in a row. I became the indie god. I am undeniable. I am Mr. Royal Rumble, and I will be world champion come WrestleMania. So Seth Rollins, or whoever's holding that championship belt, you better be ready, because I'm always ready. A word from our Mr. Royal Rumble, looking to go after Seth frickin' Rollins and that World Heavyweight Championship belts at WrestleMania. And this right here is our women's world champion here on Raw. Tiffany Stratton putting down Kyrie in a dumpster match at the Royal Rumble. It couldn't have been more disgusting. But Kyrie, she went to sleep in that dumpster because that is obvious, as Tiffany Stratton is still the world champion here on Raw. And Kyrie must have had to have taken about 100 baths to get that stench off of her, get all that trash off of her. And I'm pretty sure she's pretty embarrassed at the outcome of that match. And Tiffany Stratton is, of course, proud of herself here. And it keeps on going round. So the next opponent for Tiffany Stratton of the Kabuki, I'll just call them Kabuki Warrior group, is Julia. It was Kyrie. And before that, it was Io, who Tiffany Stratton took that belt off of. And now Julia wants to stake claim to that belt. She wants a chance. She wants to show that she can do it. She's taking her turn. Next. Hold on. Wait a minute. The crowd's cheering for Julia and Sol Ruka walking out on the outside, and that seems to have gotten Tiffany Stratton's attention. She's wondering what the hell is going on here, what she's doing here. Shit talking Sol Ruka right there, but Sol looking to watch the match. Clearly has Tiffany's attention, unlike Kyrie last month. Already taking the attention away from Julia. Julia wanting to put, trying to stake her win here against Tiffany Stratton to become Women's World Champion. But right now, it is not looking like that will be the case, because Tiffany Stratton is already hot. She is already heating up. She's doing she's heat checking right there. She was going for an elbow drop and it missed. That was a hell of a heat check in there. That was a 3-point shot from the fucking logo at this point in the match. A little too high risk, a little too fast. But Tiffany Stratton looking to get fancy here. And I'm not exactly sure what that one's supposed to do. Maybe hurt the shoulder or somewhat like that, doing a little arm puller. But Julia dropping down, looking to trying to get revenge for Io, trying to get revenge for Kyrie, and trying to prove Asuka proud here by putting away Tiffany Stratton. But Tiffany, the complainer that she is, the daddy's girl that she is, she seems to get her way no matter what, whether it's from the help from her daddy or whether it's the fact that she's doing it on her own volition, off of her own talents. But Tiffany Stratton, she's a champion for a reason. Because Julia's looking tired already. It's only been a couple minutes and she's already beat. She's already tired from Tiffany. And she's going for that pin right away. One. And a kick out at one from the champion. Julia realizing that there's levels to this thing. And that's not going to do the job as fast as she thought it will. Because Tiffany's already out of that leg lock thing, that leg headlock. And a chop from Julia. Slamming down Tiffany with that scoop slam, trying to change the momentum here. Get things rolling on her side. But again, it's just not working here with Tiffy time. It's Tiffy with that rolling, whatever the fuck you call it. Dropping down Julia, and that looked like he was trying to go for it. And there was an elimination apparently. And these two are brawling it out right here. Tiffany Stratton getting caught up by Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka causing a disqualification here. And this has gone nowhere for Julia. Julia has been robbed of her shot at a championship belt. She's been robbed at a chance at Tiffany Stratton because now Sol Ruca wants to make herself the center of attention here by attacking Tiffany Stratton. I almost forgot she was out there. Because now Sol Ruca, looking to be the top blonde on Raw. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I think she just broke Tiffany's... No, not nose, but she definitely busted Tiffany open right there. And drop kicked Sol Ruca. This is not the best time either for Sol to jump in here because this is Tiffany Stratton at her full momentum as she got that rolling Alabama slam there. But she's trying with all her power, all her might, to prove herself against Tiffany, to prove that she is world championship caliber. But Tiffany Stratton, again, there is a reason why she's champion. It may be because of all those favors she acts upon, but she is still a talented wrestler who can get things done once she gets that opportunity. And Sol Ruca, trying to make something of herself because she spent a lot of time in the shadows of one, Raquel Rodriguez, 2 times in her championship runs, and then with Liv Morgan in her championship run, and then the other woman, Roxanne Perez. She is the Royal Rumble winner, and Sol Ruca, she wants to have some kind of success like those other 3 women in her group. And a moonsault to Tiffany. Sol Ruca has the talent to get things done, but for whatever reason she has not been able to. She's tried, and these two are laid out. Last week, Christian Cage, or last episode on Raw, Christian Cage got his ass absolutely whooped by Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes as a review. I may have been inebriated. I can admit when I've made a mistake. I shouldn't have faced off against Cody Rhodes drunk, because I could have swore when I woke up from the infirmary, I overheard Randy and Cody saying how Rikishi needs to shut his fat ass fucking mouth about his opinions because no one listens to his podcast. And I also heard him say that he hates Samoans. I didn't say any of this. I'm just the messenger. And as a father, I recommend you do something about it, Solo. Or are you gonna let them run their mouth about your family? Now what a fucking instigator. I know they didn't say any of that. I know that came right out of your own mouth, Christian. There is no way that they said that. Solo, don't listen to this guy. He's obviously trying to cause issues here. Now hold on, alright. Seth frickin' Rollins looking to face off against Carmelo Hayes, and right out of nowhere, AJ Styles attacking Seth Rollins, and Carmelo Hayes wants nothing to do with it. It's AJ Styles throwing those phenomenal forearms into the skull of Seth Rollins. And I think this match has been called off right now because Seth Rollins cannot escape the vortex that is AJ Styles and Finn Balor. Finn has been crossing him for the past couple months. AJ Styles has thrown himself in there, and now he wants to go ahead and attack Seth Rollins after Seth retained his championship belts against Finn Balor in a 3 stages of hell match. One that was an absolute banger. They had a regular one fall match that led into a last man standing, which Finn Balor took, tying it up, and then led to the last match, a casket match, where Seth Rollins buried the demon, put him into the casket, and shipped him away, letting Finn Balor know that there is nothing that he could do to take that belt off of him. He could go the extra mile, he could push his limits, he could exceed his limits by becoming the demon, but Seth freaking Rollins is going to win no matter what, because he's some kind of superhuman, able to beat the odds no matter what, after months of getting whooped on by the new and improved Bullet Club, improved with mostly their leaders. With AJ Styles, I think that he is also regretting facing off against Seth Rollins here. After attacking him, it does not seem to be going the way that AJ Styles had planned up, because Seth Rollins is not going down like no bitch. As they brawl it out on the outside. Neither of them really gaining an inch. I could say that it's that it's Seth Rollins who's gaining all the momentum here, because AJ Styles is looking tired. He was limping over to Seth, and Seth drops that knee. He tried to do it before, but he lands it this time around. Trying to drag AJ Styles back into the ring. Looking to put a bow on this. Going to the top rope. Seth freaking Rollins. Holy shit. Reaching deep down into his bag there. Dropping that one down on Finn Balor, or on on AJ Styles. I've just been too used to it. And AJ Styles is about to catch a buckle bomb. And it's not looking good for him, because Seth Rollins, the insane momentum that he has, he's unstoppable. He just stomped in the head of AJ Styles as we go off air.